Good morning, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Kind of hard to believe it's a Wednesday and it's this nice out, but we are here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. And this morning I'm taking you through another brand new inventory piece. This one is another 2024, so those are starting to roll off and hit our lot as of last week. So we just got this one in. This one is a Norstar model with a dual front tack, so you're gonna have access on both sides. 4-horse slant load, but it's oversized and it has quite a bit of upgrades. So before we get to the trailer itself, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the drawing on your screen so you can follow along with me. So go ahead and check out the dimensions on your screen there. So you're gonna notice that your total floor length on this guy is gonna be 23 feet and 9 inches. Then you're gonna have that 8-foot 2-inch nose up there over your truck bed. So we'll start at that tack area. It's a 5-foot 6-inch front tack. Because of that dual tack, so you're making up, adding some length there to get that other swing out saddle rack over there. Gives you 18 feet and 3 inches in that stall area. And I want you guys to notice that these stalls are oversized stalls as well. So they are 42 inches wide. Typically our stall width is going to be 39 inches. So we have added 3 inches to these stalls to go ahead and accommodate for those bigger horses that we were building for on this trailer. This one is going to be 7'6" wide and 7'4" tall, and then again those oversized stalls. So we did kind of build this one with those bigger horses in mind. So again, pull that drawing down and go back to the trailer and kind of show you guys what it looks like in person. So we'll start here at our front tack. Like I said, it is a dual tack, so you're going to kind of have the same setup on both sides. Super loaded out with this one. You're going to have your swing out on each door. You're going to have that same 42-inch door on both sides as well. It being a 4-horse, it's going to have the 4 saddle racks, 2 on each side. These do move though, so if we can go ahead and add more. I've had customers with these dual tacks add another 2 saddle racks to each side, so you're going to get 4 on each side. So we can definitely do that. These do slide up and down to accommodate for that, so we can add 2 more on here, giving you a 4 on each side. That is an option. And you're also going to have your swing out saddle pad bars here on both of your doors as well. So if you're tacking up on either side of this trailer, you're going to have full accessibility to everything that you're going to need for tacking up. Again, that 42-inch door with the window on it. You have a window on each door. I really love the windows on the doors for ventilation. Kind of pull that air, pull that moisture off your saddle pads if you did happen to throw some wet saddle pads up on here. Kind of draws the smell out, dries them off. And then you're going to have our giant brush tray on each door as well. These are huge brush trays. It's probably kind of hard to tell on the camera, but just so you know, they are huge. Meaning they're super deep. Like this thing comes up super high, and then they're really wide too. So you're going to have lots of space in this guy. I especially like that height of this for your spray bottles. I know on my trailer, I think it's only about half the height, so I always have to worry about stuff tipping over and falling out of it. But with this one being as tall as it is, once you stick your spray bottles in there and brushes and stuff, it's going to stay put. It does have 2 partitions, so it makes 3 different sections, and then each section has a hole in it to drain as well. If you did spill stuff in there, swing that back in. And then each door is going to have your fold down step on it. You do have that half width running board on this trailer, being a 7'6" wide. But getting in and out of this tack room, we went ahead and added that fold down step for you guys. I have had a customer lately ask me about these fold down steps and how well they hold up. You'll notice it does have that gas shock there. That gas shock is seen throughout these trailers. You're going to have it on those saddle pull rack there, and then your saddle rack inside. You have a bigger version on there, but those gas shocks are really durable. They do last a long time. But if something ever failed with this step, like that gas shock is going to hold it up, you know. So if that gas shock ever did fail, and then it's going to cause your step to not stay up, all you have to do is just replace that little piece right there. We keep those in stock here, so if you did need to replace it, it's really easy. You can do it at home, and then it gives you back functionality. So it's not something that you have to take into a shop and get fixed or anything like that. So you know everything wears out, but we've made it nice and simple to go ahead and fix it yourself. Go ahead and step up in this dual tack here and show you kind of what it's got going on inside. Like I said, this one is super loaded, so we have upgraded almost as much as we can on this guy for you. First thing you're going to notice while you're outside is this flooring on this one. So what comes standard is going to be your carpet. Then the next upgrade is going to be those black rubber mats. We do a lot of the rubber mats. It's just a great upgrade to do on a trailer. This one takes it one step further, and it goes ahead and just covers your entire floor without any seams in this gray tread flooring. I think the color looks super sharp. I like the tread that gives it some grip, and then I really like that it doesn't have any seams. So this one would be super easy to clean out. I know I have like a battery operated leaf blower, just a small one, so you could blow it out, you could sweep it out. This one would just be super easy to keep clean and last a long time. And then over here, another big one to point out is this fully carpeted partition wall. Went ahead and carpeted the entire thing. One of my favorite upgrades to do on a trailer when I'm building one for someone, or if we're talking about inventory units, is to suggest the upgrade or recommend the upgrade of carpeting this entire partition wall. I think it looks nice, keeps your trailer lasting longer, and then keeps your tack really nice too. So anything that sets up against this wall is protected, and then with that rubber flooring too, just makes it a really safe trailer for your tack that you have inside of here. Went ahead and did 2 full runs of bridle hooks here, 2 full rows, so you have lots of hanging space here. We did, of course, make them far enough apart so that when you do hang stuff on here, it's not hanging on top of your second row of hooks. It's one of my pet peeves is when they put them too close. So we've got enough distance in here that you can hang stuff up on here and it's not going to interfere with the ones down here. So we'll go ahead and work our way back up to the front of this tack room. We did go ahead and keep the carpet up here, so you're going to have that carpet, that really nice marine grade carpeting, so it is easy to clean. Up here on your gooseneck nose and your drop wall, and then your half width boot box. We've kept all this fully carpeted. Just stickiness, like I feel like it really is going to help hold your stuff up there when you do throw some stuff up there. If you ever needed to roll out a sleeping bag or a bedroll and spend a night in here, it's nice to do that on the carpet. And then again, keeps your stuff lasting longer and looking nicer. That's just the main thing we try and do with these trailers, is just make sure they're going to last for you. So doing the carpet up here, I really like doing that. And then a half width boot box. I know some people will opt to do a full width boot box. I really like, I know that gives you a lot more storage, but I also like the half width too, because you do get more floor space here as well. If you had larger items that you still needed on the floor, you do have more room and more options to do that here. But then you also do get the advantage of the boot box, that dual purposes as a step up into that gooseneck, and then still gives you lots of storage space in there with that cover on it to go ahead and hide it away to keep it contained. Just throw all your extra stuff in there that you want off the floor, but again, still giving you that floor space. And then acting as a step up in there. So we'll go ahead and come this way and show you guys this shelf over here. So another upgrade that we've done to this trailer, added this shelf over on this wall here because this one had some more space. Gonna have that 2-inch lip on it for you, so when you do stick stuff down inside this shelf, it will stay put. As you guys peek in there, you're gonna notice there is that rubber mat down in the bottom there. So it keeps it nice, and then like it prevents from having stuff setting on this aluminum here. So when you do set stuff in there, it will stick easier, it's easier to clean, and then it's not gonna scratch up the aluminum or scratch up whatever you put inside of there. Underneath that, you're gonna get a clothes bar with it. Hang your clothes, hang your extra jackets, hang your change of outfits for horse shows, hang your extra rain jackets for when it does decide to rain. I think you could also hang like extra sheets if you had lightweight sheets for your horses, or blankets or coolers or something like that. Hang those up here, and then that frees up your bridle hooks too, and kind of save those for actual bridles and halters and tie downs, extra reins, whatever else you may need, and saves this for clothes and stuff that can be hung on a hanger. So good upgrade there. I'm going to take you guys back this way one more time. Sorry to bounce around so much, but I did want to point out that we also added a light up there in that nose. With this one being extra wide, there is some more dimensions inside of this trailer. We wanted to just light up the space a little bit better for you. So that is an upgrade that we do. It's not standard, but I really like that for this trailer, just being a giant dual tack like this. We really want to give you lots of visibility, so we did that. And then before we step out, I'm gonna swing out this saddle rack and check out our water tank. Again, eating up that dead space here. We like to add this on a lot of trailers. You go ahead and fill it from the top, just stick your hose in there and fill it up. And then you'll have the spigot at the bottom, and it does come with a hose inside of that stand there. So you gotta hook the hose up and then run it out your tack room door, use it to fill up buckets, wash off boots, wash off muddy dogs, wash off muddy feet, anything like that. And then of course, if your horse is a picky drinker, some of them only like to drink water from home, it is really nice and convenient just having it on board. So ensure that your horses stay hydrated if they are picky like that, and then saves you a lot of walking. If you did park in the back of a parking lot or at a trailhead that didn't have a spigot or anything like that, saves you from having to carry buckets too far. So as we step out, we'll notice we have one of those LED lights above the door as well. There is one of those above each tack room door. So you're gonna have a total of 3 of those giant OptiBrite lights inside of that dual tack. Again, it is just a bigger tack space, so trying to keep it all lit up for you. And you'll have a light switch at each door, so no matter which side you're tacking up from, just flip that on and then you'll have light inside of there. So back here on the side of our trailer, we also have a 16-inch awning light up above our tie rings. So if you are tacking up early in the morning or late at night and you need visibility outside of that tack room, you're gonna have it here above your tie rings. We do give you 4 on each side here. Our shop can always add more. We could throw another one back here if you needed more, but you do have 4 on each side. So no matter what side you're tying up from, you can tie all of your horses on one side. You can split them up, whatever you need to do. And this trailer here does have 2 7K axles on it. They're the Dexter rubber torsion axles. So lots of loading capacity on top of this trailer. And then I really like the black spoke aluminum wheels. I think they look sharp on our charcoal trailers, on our silver trailers, and even on our white. It just adds a little bit of variation to these units. Try and keep them all a little bit different. There's always something out there for everyone. And then that green valve stem cover is just going to let you guys know they are filled with nitrogen, not air. If you do have a flat on the road and you just need to fill it back up really quick, you can always fill it with air. We just like them being filled with nitrogen, which can be done at most any local tire shop. Just really maintains the PSI and really reduces your risk of a blowout. Just gives you more peace of mind running down the road, which is always a goal. You're gonna get 1 year no questions asked replacement warranty with these brand new Lion's Head tires, as well as 2 years of roadside assistance. So I'll go ahead and step around to our load side here. Go ahead and close this door really quick. I got my other door on a hold back, but just so you guys can see once you make your way back here. So we did do, with this one being that extra 7/6 wide, we went ahead and did the 50/50 doors. I know on a lot of our standard units that are the 610 wide, we do 60/40 doors. Opted back to the 50/50 on this one, just thinking you will have enough width with your 50/50 doors that you don't have to go up to the 60/40. A lot of people will still option for the 60/40. This one we went ahead and did 50/50. We've got a window on this one door here for ventilation. Just like your typical sliding bus window like we saw on that hip side there. So then your other door does not have the window. And that is so just if ever in the future you decide to add one of those folding rear tacks, our shop can do that. They can buy the kit for the folding rear tack and add it. So if you ever did that, you don't have a window into your tack space. Keeps it a little bit drier for you. So like I said, with this one, we really tried to option things out. That's why you're gonna see the padded dividers on this one. That is not something that comes standard, that is an upgrade. But with this one, we really just wanted to option it out and kind of give you guys the best of anything to offer here. So we did the padding on all these dividers, and we went ahead and did one of those OptiBrite lights above every stall. This one is a little bit longer, a little bit wider, a little bit taller. So we just wanted to keep that visibility throughout this trailer. Typically we'll do 2, kind of in a size like this, we would do 1 per 2 stalls because they are so bright, but went ahead and added 4 in this one. And again, these stalls are these oversized 42-inch stalls versus our typical standard 39-inch. So planning ahead for those bigger horses, or if you just have your average size horses and you just want them to have a little bit more room, maybe you travel a lot and you just want them to be more comfortable, this would be a great trailer for you as well. Up front, we went ahead and did that full stud wall there. There is an escape door on that stall, so it could be used for storage, could be used for a stud, could be used for a mare, could just be used for any horse that you needed to throw up there, but also kind of dual purpose. Went ahead and put that stud stall on there. We always do that on our front ones. And then taking a look up top with our insulated roof comes standard on all the Cimarrons. You'll notice it is that white honeycomb fiberglass type material up there, and you'll notice it does have a little bit of a bow to it. So the bow is for allowing the moisture up top to run off, so when you do get those heavy rainstorms or the really wet snow, it is going to run off of this roof and not sit up there. And then the insulated roof is great for just regulating temperature as well as adding just more durability up there. So when you do have heavy things up there, if you needed to crawl up there, it is very stable and it is dent resistant to the hail. So if you do have a good hailstorm come through, it is not going to dent your trailer. If anything, it's going to take really big hail, but if anything, it will just kind of like spiderweb crack up there, and then you're just going to paint it over with like a poly type material, kind of like that clear coat, and paint it back over and seal it back up, and then it's good to go. So really, really great insulated roof on these Cimarrons. I'm a big fan of those, especially during the summertime. We're kind of getting there. Next month, when it gets really warm outside, you want to come walk the lot and step inside one of these. They're going to be much cooler than anything else that does not have an insulated roof on it. So you'll know that your livestock or your horses are riding in a lot cooler, comfortable trailer inside one of these Cimarrons. This one does have your standard rubber mats that we can upgrade that to worm. That can be done here in Colorado. I think it's just a little bit south of our location here, so that is one upgrade that could still be done on this trailer. I know we've done a lot of them, but haven't fully 100% optioned it out. Kind of save you guys some customability there for yourself. Give you guys those options. And then you'll notice when I do slam these shut, they are really quiet. These are made out of a super thick plastic material here, so that you don't have that metal on metal contact where it's not just sitting in here rattling going down the road and making it a lot louder for your horses. That makes it super quiet, super nice. And then one more thing before we exit, we'll just point out on this last stall here, we did add those tie rings in each stall, so you do have the option to add a corner feeder. I know this one doesn't have the mangers, but you can add a corner feeder there. And then I like the corner feeders too, because then you still have some more of that floor space underneath, whereas the manger goes all the way to the ground. With a corner feeder, they still have room to stretch out their legs if they need to. And then if you don't want your horse to have one, you can always take it out. You can't take a manger away, but you can take a corner feeder away. Say like mine, they just like to sit there and play with them, so mine probably wouldn't get them unless we were going really far. And then you got an 8-inch awning light up at your rear as well, so when you are loading or unloading, you can see what you're doing. And then, like I said, the door here without the window, so if you were to add that rear tack, it doesn't get moisture inside of there, because you will still have the airflow between the drop down windows, the sliding bus windows on the hip side, and your roof vents. So we'll go ahead and make our way to our head side here. So this one, you're gonna get another one of those 16-inch awning LED lights up here with your 4 tie rings for tying up on this side, and then having that visibility on this side as well. But on this side, you're gonna get the drop down windows versus those big sliding bus windows. You do have sliding windows on this one. They're a little bit smaller on this side because of the drop down window. You'll have those oversized ones on the hip side, but these drop down windows are really nice. They went ahead and they added the latch right here in the middle, so you don't have to reach way up here to the top to get it. So all you're gonna do is just push on it a little bit and pop that open, and then it kind of sucks into that grommet there and holds it down. So when you are driving down the road, these will stay put, and you can run your trailer like this for optimal ventilation. Then you can also drop these jail bars too by picking up that head window and aiming for to get it out of those grooves right there. It kind of comes out of that cutout, and then you can drop your jail bars if you were stopped and needed to check on them, needed to fill those corner feeders with some more hay, needed to top off a water bucket, or if you just need to see, make sure they're riding okay. It's really nice on these trailers that aren't the full 8-foot wide, if they're the 6'10" or the 7'6", where you have just a little bit of running board here, you can use your tie rings or you can use your window edge here and just pull up and step on here, and then you do have the option or the ability to check on them a lot easier. Even your escape door is going to have one of these drop down windows, so I really like that they can still get that done for us on an escape door. That way all your horses have that, you have the option to really control the ventilation and where you want that airflow going. And then this one is that escape door, so it is going to have 2 different locking mechanisms, so that way, because we know that horses are on the other side of this door, we don't want them to be able to, like if it didn't have this here, if it just had this one latch, somehow they could pop it open if they're pawing or something, maybe just an accident, something happens, we don't want them getting out. So we do have those 2 different latches there. And then we do have a chest bar, being that if you did haul a horse in here, we don't want them having the idea to jump out. But if you did use it for storage, you're going to look and see you have all that space there. I use my front stall, my front stud wall. I actually have it, no I do, I have it at 1 stall right now, but I can push it back to a second one if I needed it. It is very full. I fill that up with all kinds of things, buckets, pitchforks, manure tubs, like those big muck tubs. I use those. I've got one of those in there, and then I've got a bunch of just storage bins too, to kind of keep everything contained and keep it from getting the shavings blown in. But really great storage there, seeing as this one doesn't have a hay rack or a hay pot up top. That is an option, an upgrade that can be done here at our shop. We can always add one of those. But if you didn't want to have to climb up there and store stuff up there, you do have that stud stall as well, and your giant dual front tack. These are my favorite tack setups, either a dual tack or a mid tack with accessibility on both sides, or a full rear tack. I just like having the option to easily access it from both sides of my trailer. Oh, you just never know where you're going to end up parking. If you have to park up against a curb, up against a ditch, up against someone else, maybe someone that doesn't have nice horses, and you just don't want to get your horses injured or kicked. So you can tie them up on either side and still access your trailer. Even if you had your saddles on that side over there, it's still really easy with your fold down step and your giant 42-inch openings to be able to get in here and grab your stuff out of that saddle rack and tack up right here. So just functionality, lots of options and accessibility on these trailers, which is why I like them so much. They really do think about their consumers and who is going to be using this trailer and how they can make it work even better for them. So always open to suggestions too. If you guys have ideas for the future, if you want to custom build your own, we do those as well. So Cimarron is really great about just taking your ideas and making them happen. So again, 2 saddle racks on this side, can always add more. We try and keep these here in stock so that we could come out here and just throw one on for you. Doesn't always happen, but we'll try our best to do that. So again, gas shock on this one helps you pull it out, and then it will help you push it back in once you get it going. So it shuts really nice. Same door over here, giant 42-inch door with that ventilation window. I got it on the door hold back right now, so you can pull out your blanket poles with the one hand if you did go ahead and need to untack super fast and you got it all in one hand. They try and make it really functional for you guys. So blanket poles, and then you do have your brush tray over here as well, and again that fold down step. So you guys can see how versatile this trailer is and how much we have upgraded it, but still kind of left it open for you guys to make it your own and how you want it. Go ahead and get this shut here for you, give you one good view of the side of this trailer. I know we do have a couple of these 4 horses with the dual tack sitting here right now that are standard size. Again, this one is the oversized. You're gonna have 7'4" tall, 7'6" wide, and then the extra 3 inches wide on those stalls. This one here is white. I know our standard size trailers on the lot, I think we have a charcoal and a black. So try and keep it lots of variety here for you guys. So we'll finish up front here at our drop wall. Lots of upgrades that we've done under here as well. So we'll start here kind of at this battery box. It is one of our triple battery boxes, so it is this oversized battery box, giving you guys the ability to add more batteries in here if you wanted to do that. Comes standard with the one. You can always add more if you guys were worried about that. And it does have the battery cutoff in here. So if you did get home and you were gonna unhook it for the night, or even leave it hooked up, and you didn't want to worry about accidentally leaving a light on and draining your battery, because you know anything could happen, all you gotta do here is just turn it to off, and it takes the power away. So that way if you did leave a light on, it's not gonna drain your battery. You know, batteries can be pricey, so we don't want that to happen, so we just made it super easy to just unhook, come in here, flip that to off, flip it back to on when you're ready, and then just super simple. And then closes this nice aluminum battery box, so it keeps your batteries protected, it keeps them away from the dirt and the moisture. This trailer does have the battery box because we've added the electric jack on this one. So this one, being the 7.6 wide, we could fit the electric jack with the spare tire down here. We can always mount this up higher. I know a lot of our standard width trailers, we mount them up higher to begin with, so if you did add this, it's already ready. Since we can't fit them side by side on the 610, we can do it on a 7.6. But if you were worried about that backsplash that we always talk about and that road spray getting on this spare tire, we can get it mounted up higher for you guys as well. That is an option. But you'll notice it is a matching spare tire, so same rim, same tire, everything like that. So if you did have to replace it on your way to a show or a rodeo or a trail ride or anything like that, it will match. So you guys, it will look just like normal. And then really quick on this electric jack, it does have this fail safe here. So if your battery was dead and you couldn't plug it into your truck and run this, but you still needed it up or down, you do have, let's see if I can get this out, might be stuck in there. There we go. So you do have this as this. So you can stick this rod right here inside of here and then pump your jack up and down if you needed it to go up or down. Just kind of a fail safe, an extra mechanism here in case you got in a bind and you really did need that up or down. You do have that option. And then your 7-pin plug, it actually has a little storage piece over here as just something they have designed into these trailers. When you guys step in there and take a peek at that really quick, me and my OCD really like this little addition because it just fits your 7-pin plug so nice. Just sets down in there and holds it, and I really like that. So kind of everything has its place inside of this trailer, and you don't just have your 7-pin cord here dangling and getting wet. So it kind of just tucks away in there really nice. And then up here is your control for that jack that we mentioned. So everything really accessible and well organized underneath this trailer. And then on that drop wall, we did go ahead and increase that to 53 as well. We're kind of just doing that on all our inventory builds, recommending it for any custom build besides the living quarters. So it gives you just a little bit more space and allows you to kind of adjust this where you need it to ride level on your truck, to not hit your bed rails, and then to still ride level for your horses. So lots of adjustments, especially on these newer trucks when they come in to pick up these trailers. The bed rails are getting higher and higher, and you're just getting really close to the nose of your trailer. And then once you extend this and lift it up so that way you get off those bed rails, if you step back and look, your trailer ends up riding like this. So when you add that extra couple inches there on your drop wall, it just gives that more clearance here for your bed rails, and then still allows that to ride level. You're not wrecking your tires. So 2024 Cimarron Norstar 4-horse gooseneck, oversized, extra tall, extra wide, extra loaded. It's got all the features, extra wide stalls, electric jack, all that good stuff. This one is still available. I think it actually just came in on Monday, just got here, got it washed off, got it on the lot. Gonna run through it and make sure everything is good to go, but it is still available. So if this one is something that you guys are looking for, go ahead and give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. My name and my number, all my contact info will show up on your screen, but we'll just go through it really quick. My name is Michaela Geis. My phone number, this is my cell phone, so it's 303-918-6367. You can call or text that, whatever works best for you guys. Leave me a voicemail, I'll get back to you if I'm out here doing a video or something. And then my email, if you prefer to do it that way, Michaela.Geis@transwest.com. Reach out with any questions. Glad to help you guys out. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. Thanks for tuning in.